Hello, 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 hello. My apologies for the delay. There was just about to start. Needed the toilet really badly suddenly, and then fatherly duties unfortunately came into play. My God, I'm very fluffy today. I am very fluffy today, and it's catching the light quite a bit. I need to sort the lighting in here. I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do with it. Hello to Anonymous Kerman, Pontus Bengtson, Need More Tea, Gallifrey and Wren, Blue Flame, Tiger Tail. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think that's everybody. Let me know if I have missed you out. Right. Yeah, I still need to get my... I'm thinking maybe once I get my normal light set up, if they illuminate my face, that should alter the white balance, and maybe this might not be so bad. Floof. It is a bit floofy. And evening to you. Where's my... Oh, God, I put my headphones over the other side now because my computer's over the other side. I might put the computer back over its original side, because this is going to get weird and the cable sort of comes across me now unless I sort of lay it on my lap. Dwarf from the Wheel of Time. Not sure I get the reference. Karate Tea, hello! How are we all doing? Let me double check my little waiting list. Toxic Man 400, nice way to start the morning. Morning, so... What are you? If this is the morning, so you're at least 8 hours behind. Or 5 hours ahead. So where are you, Toxic Man? I was going to keep guessing, but somewhere between the US West Coast and somewhere in Russia/Asia. New Zealand! So I was only completely out. Yeah, you're like 10 hours ahead there, aren't you? Or is it 11 in New Zealand? I'm not sure. The stream drink! It is not cheapy imitation stuff, it is our White's lemonade. We went yesterday. We went to. We had to go back up to. I had to go back up to sneeze. And then we had to go back up to where we used to live to go to the carpet place where we ordered all our carpets. Pardon me. And there was the Tesco. There's a big Tesco's there, and of course they don't sell the cheap imitation Vimto down here. So I went into the big Tesco's there, and I bought 8 bottles of the stuff. Hopefully keep me going for the rest of the week. Thank you very much. I got your craft right. You are Quaker Oats dude, I presume. Which internet connection are we on at the moment? We are going with the... Just finished the starboard plating of the Titanic's midsection. Nice. Since when you scared the hell out of me with that sneeze. Well, I'll get that downloaded and add it to the old F50X. Obliterator. I've just written the craft name where I should be writing your name. So we can go for Blue Flame versus Obliterator. Download that. Especially the Hangar folder, downloads folder, no, I just want that. Get that in there. Said the actress to the bishop, and I think we are good. So, yes. Going with my theme of doing at least one craft from the list, not for this stream. Just to work through the backlog, really. Yeah, the people might not be here. We are going to go for the thumbnail craft quickly and take a look at the TT3 evaporator. I can't recommend Schweppes. The brands are highly enough. I don't think they did. I don't think Schweppes was available. Let's start at the bottom. Anonymous Kerman, hello! So I will prioritise people who are in the stream for this one. So Kev Dogs Jeb, I've just seen you, Anonymous Kerman, and Kev Dogs Jeb or Vist, if you're here, please let me know. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Oh. Crud. Right, okay. Maybe a slight issue to work out there already. No one saw that. No one saw that. So I thought I wasn't going to actually get it round in time, so I decided, okay, we'll just pull out of it and do a thing, and it didn't really work. Watch out for that. Watch out for that planet. I think what I was trying to do... Of course, the Typhoon engine can't gimbal, can it? Not a lot of wing area, not necessarily a bad thing though. What sort of deflection do we have? We have that maximum deflection. The thing is, we're already leading that by quite a lot. We do have these things, we do have these little basic fins clipped in the front. You see, they're camouflage, you're not supposed to see them. Thing is, doing the normal sort of into the ground thing, I'd have to, yeah. Right, well, let's give this one the normal shakedown. Unless this is developing another craft. This isn't the most recent one. Which makes me unsure as to whether or not I should actually be concentrating on this one, but the most recent one doesn't actually work. It's under a left centre of mass. First of all, I'm just going to tease these outwards slightly. Give it a little bit more stability on the runway. That's the 18 tons. It seems to be handling pretty well. No, we want those on, don't we? Let's just notch this forward a bit. Oh, damn it, where was that? Right, let's go back to square one. Because apparently I'm an idiot. Okay, that was slightly overlapping. Oh, that's going to give me a headache. Just for the sake of my own sanity, I might do something with that. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Maybe out a little bit, maybe back a little bit. Okay. Right, center of lift is closer to the center of mass. Should turn a bit better. Problem is wing area on this thing. What's the fuel loadout? 360, 180, 360. Fuel loadout is a little high. Okay. Usual routine here. Hang on, that had fuel in it a second ago, didn't it? Am I just... Liquid fuel... It's just the engine, okay. Oh, that's all this... Yeah, that's all one adapter. Okay, yes. Right, so I need to get that thing lined up about there, and I reckon about 200 units of fuel will do it. So maybe like a little bit in there. And a little bit... Oh, bugger, I've lost it. Ah! Back to the first one. Okay, that's lined up there. Liquid fuel, about 180 in there. And then... That's pretty much spot on where it was. Okay. What's that done to our weight? It's about... shaved off about 2 tons already. That's a lot of missiles. Once you get those away, I suppose that's not going to be that much of a problem. Couple of air intakes, 3 Vulcans, and a GAW-8. I need to check that on the weapons manager. Okay. Adjusted version. Make sure I've saved that. Let's get Yosemite Kerman out. Get our next little patron Kerbal, Watermelon Kerman in. Oh, sod, I've still got to get back to Matey my boy, new patron. Ah, really need to do that. Oh, no, cup of tea can fix everything. Just missing the sorbet now, but not quite ready for that. Oh my god, oh, marmalade. Right, what I suspect is going to happen now, hopefully this will take off a bit better, without, getting a bit of the wobbles, not as bad as it was. What I suspect is going to happen now is it's going to be easier to turn, and it's still quite stable. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. It's just floating downwards. Okay, I appear to have lost control for the situation. I have no idea what was going on, but we seem to have regained it now. Oh god. So note to self, don't pull any particularly hard manoeuvres with this thing. Oh god, there's the ground. Oh, I'm not doing that! And it finds the prograde vector, and suddenly we're all okay again. Right. Why do you keep doing that? I'll see if I can get that to do it again, so I can... Okay. I'm not touching that. Still not touching it, just... and it's out of fuel. Now, of course, this is a lifting body, so that will be providing some lift. What are these set for? These are set to 20. I wasn't really paying attention much to the to how good it was in the roll. Could we get? But no, I don't think we'd get back to the runway from here. I don't know what's going on with the handling of this damn thing. It's very, very weird. Revert flight to launch. Right, so... You just got onto the server yesterday? Really? Oh, you mean the Discord server? So what happens now if I limit that authority all the way down to 17? Sorry, not 17, 15. Now that it's a bit more pitch friendly, it's... Okay, hands off. Oh, it seems to be behaving itself this time. I can probably notch it down further. Now, of course, this is good because it gives us responsiveness we wouldn't otherwise have had, and yeah, that can still lead the prograde vector quite nicely. Almost a bit too much. That handle's much nicer there, but if we're going to kick this up a notch, so to speak, we are going to need to do something. Another quick thing I was wondering. GAU-8s and the Vulcans are set. Hang on, are those... Okay, that's quite impressive for the speed. And over the other way. Over the. Oh no, God! Oh, what are you doing? No, don't do that. Don't do that. I think it's a wing area issue primarily. If we want to just get the basics sorted on this craft. I am a Soviet Doge with the really long username. Hello! Now what I want to do, so we notched this down to 12 and that was pretty good, although we still don't have the wing area even for that. I might notch these down to 12 as well in the authority, but in order to do that, to get the same turning effect, we're going to need bigger control surfaces. Bigger control surfaces have an added advantage, however, because it also means more effective wing area. And 1, 2. So we want you in about there, and so you, because these were clipped in on the original, so I will do the same here. And we just want you on roll, and we are going to put you down to, no, let's get everything down to, let's get everything about the same speed. You're active on everything. Don't be active on your at the very least, and you don't be active on either of those. Let's notch this down to 12. I thought I notched you down to 12. Did I notch something else down to 12? These do have symmetry, don't they? It's the deploy angle I notched down. Okay. So these things are 30 degrees per second. These are 25. So if anything, these should be down on 10. These should be at 12 because they're both going to be doing roll as well as everything else, aren't they? So yeah. So that will also provide. Oh, for God's sake! I forgot to put symmetry on. He was telling me in the comments. City Panther, hello. Also, Voist Das Weapon Manager. Yeah, never knew I was multilingual, did you? Seriously, where is the weapon manager? That's a lot of ammunition as well. Hang on, we've got 50 cal, 20 millimeters. Any reason for the 50 cal? I'll double check them when we get outside. These could probably do with being a smidge further out. Maybe even a smidge further down. Maybe not quite that much. Okay, so that's extra wing area there. Just by virtue of the larger control surfaces, those are huge. Those aren't quite what I was looking for either, nor those. Maybe more that kind of thing. I mean, I suppose that could sort of work. Now I think that's going to be type A, type B, type C. So what's the flat-sided equivalent of that? Not you, not you. It's like a wing strake, isn't it? Is that? I think the wing strake is the equivalent. How much wing area? 0.5. What are we looking at for things like 0.25? That's 1. I think the wing strake is the sort of thing we're looking for. Need to rotate it a little bit. And a little bit back and a little bit in. What does that do to our centre of mass, centre of lift thing? I think that's going to be maybe a little bit too... I think we need a bit more stability in this thing. Oh, it's not going to behave itself now, is it? That's right, because I already... because I sort of lined this up by hand last time, didn't I? That's not done a lot. And this is now too far forward. I think there's just so much on the wings that just moving the centre of lift back is and now that control surface is nearly touching that one. I think what I'm going to do also, set weapon group UI, guns, save and close, and I think I just have to do one of these things. They're on symmetry. Nope. So there's 50 cal ammunition in here. Are there any actual 50 cals? On to the next patron, Kerbal. Steak Kerman. Each person, I don't know. Or there's something is speak. No idea what that meant. Nearly got there. I was good until halfway through the first sentence. There we go. That's the sort of ridiculous bull stuff we want to see here. No idea why there's 50 cal ammunition. I think it's 50 cal ammunition behind the centre of mass, and at the moment we want to move the centre of mass forward in relation to the centre of lift, which is not normally what we want to do. But I think this craft has certain limitations that we're sort of going to have to... oh god. To spot that language with Smith. Oh god, nearly 22:28. Just time for me to say, Super Chat is in there. Would you like to help support the channel that way? Or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way, there are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little patron Kerbal, like Steek Kerman here, if he shows his face. There he is. As well as your name at the end of videos, access to the Patreon Discord, access to everything I upload to Patreon. Those last twos aren't really much benefits at the moment, but yes. And all your very, very kind contributions go towards helping me make this channel bigger and better for you lovely, lovely people. That's kind of wanting to do its own thing at the moment. Okay. Can we pull you up without really that many issues? So, I mean, having this down on 10 clearly isn't doing it that much. Oh god, I was not... It was carrying on with that turn of its completely of its own accord. So what I want to do now is shift the centre of lift. I don't know what you're doing there, matey boy. But don't blame me. Do not blame me for any of the hat. Again, just attempting to belly flop. This craft may have some aerodynamic issues, which I have very little hope of actually fixing. Right. I know the central lift needs to come back. First of all, right, 20 mil, 20 mil, 50 cal, 30 millimeter. Do not need a 50 cal ammunition box. You do not need that many 20 millimeter ammunition boxes. Oh crap. That was in symmetry, wasn't it? Okay. Let's remove that one from the symmetry and get rid of that. So it's another half ton removed. So I want to move centre of mass forward, centre of lift backwards. Maybe just a little bit of hacky stuff there. Get that as far back as I can before it starts looking a little bit too jank. Okay. Oh, there. We got the flickering. Tiny bit of flickering. We can live with that. Okay, that's looking better than it was. We could just move the centre of lift further backwards by getting rid of the. Oh, that does a surprising amount. I'm just going to Control Z a couple of times. Right. So that's, we have managed to move that back a fair bit. I want to see what that actually, what effect that actually has. Steering is enabled on those back ones, that's something we need to. Okay, that's a little bit better than it was. We're sort of getting a slightly better performance in there, but we have to remember, we've lost the aerodynamic instability, and these are only on like 10 degrees authority. Means it's easier for us to do things like that. It's going to be more responsive in combat. Guard menu. 3 missiles per target with that many? Yeah, that's probably sensible. I think it's a better turn. How long have we been doing on this? We've done 3/4 of an hour on this, I think. And there goes our fuel. So as we roll this back to the runway, I think I'm going to try like for like dogfight. Yeah, I think also steering disable on the back ones. That does do both the back ones, doesn't it? Yes. Steer yourself over there. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go, if we want to get a couple more craft in, I think we're going to have to say that's probably an improvement and head back. Do our quick traditional fight. I did think of a last minute adjustment I wanted to do, but I can't remember what it was now. Yes. Suddenly remembered. Yeah, you want steering on the front one, brakes on the back ones. Normally put the front one down to about 25%. Okay. I might, just as a final thing, move these back a little bit. Right. So have we improved this? Put your quick test flight and we'll see what we make of this. Pardon me. Come here. Okay. So we want the TT3, my version of the evaporators versus the original evaporators. So we want Mega Black, Josh, Ion, GT, Ghosty. Nice. Let's get this spawned in. Looks like I'm not allowed to keep up with live. My live feed is also going a bit funny. I'm not sure what this is. I'm getting, it's showing a solid bit rate on OBS. So I'm not sure what that is. While waiting for that, I'm just going to go take a peek at the channel because I haven't actually done that for a little while. Oh, for God's sake, no, not you. And let's get going. Okay, these guys have managed to take off slightly straighter on the runway than the other guys, so slight improvement. Yeah, I haven't managed to do that for a few days. It's been a little bit hectic. I've got some ribs. Ooh, ribs. That is a lot of missiles away. I didn't do the countermeasure settings, did I? Did not look at the countermeasure settings. And with this craft, that's kind of a major part of its strategy. My God, let's turn on the old dogfight cam. My frame rate is not happy. And it's still got 3-tonner missiles. Coming round. More missiles away. Surely these guys will run out of missiles eventually. Oh, something just went. Oh, one of the adjusted ones. Oh, it crashed into the ground. You have got to be kidding me. And I think they're out of countermeasures. Okay, one of the non-adjusted ones had a pretty heavy hit there. Ah, it's gone. One of the things crashed into the sodding ground. Damn it all. I think... Okay, we need some quick... where is the weapon manager? Flare refill box. Okay, chaff refill box. That's the... No, not you. You. Right, there is the... Aha. Weapon manager. Countermeasure settings. Right. So we want you to... Right, and 2 chaff. So that's going to be... Yeah, it's 2 chaff every 1.1 seconds. So we get 2 chaff every 1.4 seconds. Okay. Hang on, that's not supposed to. That should be on. Should be 10, 10, and no, you should be on 12. These should be on 12. Right. Okay, now we've got those two both completely independent of each other. Notch that up to 11. Now that the roll is complete, the roll control surfaces are completely independent of the pitch control surfaces, I'm just going to notch that up a bit. Ah! I was hoping to, but that was a bit of a disaster. And it didn't help that one of them went into the ground, but we'll... yeah, let's see what we can do. The next craft on the list that there is someone in the stream, well, that has come from someone on the stream, is the Miraculix. No, that's not what I meant to do, is it? Yeah, it was like that when he found it. No, this one's actually... The normal KSP vessel switcher and the BD Armory one here both have a different fight. So Bryce, Ben, Adam. Both do alphabetical order in a different way. Spawn only. Oh, see you later. Is anyone still having problems with the stream? Well, let's look at the 48-hour watch thingies. It's looking pretty good, actually. Because we've had a bit of a... there was a bit of a decline in views. But views seem to be picking up again. There was generally a bit of a bad time when KSP 2 launched. I think everything's gradually on the mend. Start competition. Oh, for God's sake. Ugh. Right. While we're waiting for this, I'm going to search for YouTube. Yeah. There's been a sudden spike in reports of people saying this is going slowly, although it seems to have eased off. Yeah, well above the average for the moment. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. What a joy. One of them's going to the runway again. Well, you know what? We saw what happened with 2v3 one way. Let's see what happens with 2v3 the other way. Tuxpool, how do you pronounce that? This is still the first fighter. I didn't make a really good hash of it first time around. I just because there's still some things I wanted to do. I think hopefully I fixed it, and now start competition. So this is basically a 3v2 because the first one ended up being a bit of a 3v2 because of one of the adjusted versions going into the ground. So I'm going to see what happens in a 3v2 the other way around. Because I just cannot be asked to keep setting it up and wondering whether one of the damn things is going to crash. I think countermeasure placement might need a bit of looking at as well. These things have got so many down missiles as well. 11 AIM-18s remaining. Oh, it's going for the guns, the combined guns. That's the other thing I want to see it do. Because I think that will be a big advantage over this one, is its ability to select like both guns at once. The other problem here is this thing isn't tuned, and apparently not very stable either. Maybe we need a bit more yaw control on that. Something just got hit. Yeah. You put the ridiculous number of guns into that guy. This thing seems to also have the stability issues as well. Still so many missiles. I really want to see a gun kill here, though. Really, really want to see a gun kill here. Because just with the combined guns, that is going to just be glorious. Doesn't look like we're going to get to see it happen, though. Oh, these guys are out of... These guys are out of fuel. Oh, that guy took some heavy damage. Yeah, maybe it was a bit too optimistic. Thinking I was going to see, we were going to see a gun kill with a craft, which is just missiles. Invest, hello! So you appear to have misplaced your wings and engines. Oh god, they're all still up on the, you know, on the channel somewhere. I don't think there's a playlist of clinic streams. I think we need to up you a little bit, but I'm gonna have to just say that's that done. Right, next, the next one on the list of people who are actually here is Anonymous Kerbal, or Anonymous Kerman, as I think he is in this on his YouTube username. My playback thing is not doing anything. I'm gonna have to refresh this whole damn thing. Oh, let's refresh the whole damn thing then. Okay, yeah, my playback seems to be working now. So what was it? It was the TFC6 Miraculix. Was this the one we needed to do the D version? I think this was the one we wanted to do the, not the A version, because there is already an A version. We wanted a D version. So let's just save that, so we're not going to screw around with anything too much. May have spotted a slight problem already. Regardless, we'll take it out for a test flight. Where did we get to? Did Adam Bender, did Josh Kerman. The D? Chortle. Yes. Oh, the D was for yours. Right, well, Anonymous Kerman's getting some D as well. Yeah. Weapons, 2 lots of AIM-9s set for different ranges. I mean, it's super maneuverable, but that's but it can control it. So I mean, even going straight backwards. Let's show the actuation toggles. I mean, pitch doesn't need to be on, but I don't think it's doing anyone any harm. Was there a weird noise just a second ago? Am I hearing things? Just extend those. Let's retract those. Yeah. We have these would be, that's on pitch, yep. You can turn around. That's actually probably not a bad thing. Let's check. These are all on 12. These are just for roll. These are on roll. These are on pitch. I probably have the ones on the outside on roll as well. Just because they've got that leverage. The thing is, being able to fly like this is something of an advantage at the moment. I mean, it can certainly... I'm not seeing much wrong with this. Yeah, it's hang on, this thing seems to be getting less manoeuvrable as the fight goes on. All its fuel is at the back. Okay, that might be a bit of an issue. But not when I can see an easy fix to. Because all the fuel is at the back, and of course as that drains, the centre of mass is coming forwards. There's no longer this big, this big thing which is clearly behind the centre of the craft is getting lighter and lighter and lighter, not exerting as much of a backwards pull on the centre of mass, and so the centre of mass is moving forwards and forwards relative to the centre of lift, as well as just the craft as a whole. And so, yeah. I don't know how I would fix that without doing something quite drastic to this craft, though. Right. first of all, we're doing that. I mean, those aren't going to have much of an influence on the things. I think I said I'd put that on roll as well, didn't I? Yeah, the authority limit. Why is everything else on 8 and that is on 20? I'm assuming that's supposed to be on 8, 12. Okay, maybe take that off roll, actually, given what's going on with the rest of this. Where's the... oh, there they are. Weapon manager, 2 missiles per target, countermeasure settings, these are on default as well. Not a good idea because that will drain, well, not a good idea anymore, because that will drain your countermeasures too quickly. I normally have them something like that, which ekes it out a bit longer. As for this centre of, I think that's just too inherent to the craft. Just that all the fuel is in that tank at the back. I don't think there's a lot I can do there. And there's, apart from that, there's pretty much bugger all wrong with this craft. So I think what we'll do is we'll just send it out for a fight and we'll call that a day. Not made for landing. See you, T. So yeah, this room, by the way, our little study, this has become my little project to sort this out. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work on this thing, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. But hopefully, eventually, we have a really nice studio for us to work in. Right, what shall I do? Well, we'll get 3 of these things. And I'll put it up against, yeah, let's go for the Cyclone F2. And we got up to Josh Kerman, so Ion, GT, Ghosty, Bryce, ooh, no, Ben, Adam. Samus Mysterio doesn't make it the Smithsonian. Oh dear. There's a lot I need to do. I need to get, because I don't have the shelves to clamp things to anymore. Oh God almighty, I've got spam. You've got a team of mystery box. Of course I have. Yeah, I need to get things, clampy desk things. 3 of them. They're more expensive. The decent ones are more expensive than I thought they'd be. Never mind. Right, let's just see these in action. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be a lot of the spam that would never get through in a million years seems to be getting through now. And you can see just by looking at them that they're spam, which is makes me wonder why it's so easy for it to get through. Life summed up perfectly. Yeah. I think I've got enough money in the channel budget to do it though, and some other bits that will be needed for the studio. And Missiles away, missiles coming back in. More missiles coming back in. Oh! Some of the cyclones got hit. This one's pulling round pretty quickly to avoid a heat seeker coming in for it. Another heat seeker coming in for it. Or that I think that might have been an AMRAAM. Generally, just avoiding missiles. The other craft seem to be getting into missile range and letting the cyclones kind of have it a little bit. Yeah. There might be some like minor tuning stuff with this craft, but this tuning is something there's not really enough time to go into on these streams. Not least because to get a basic tune down, what I'll normally do is just let the auto tune handle it, and that can take an age. Oh, one of the cyclones just getting its wing clipped by a hail of gunfire there. Oh, that was nice. Oh, can't quite bring guns to bear. It's so close. So close, but not quite managing it. One of the cyclones. Two of the cyclones gone. Did one of them go and I didn't notice? Oh, this one's in a bad way as well. Still trying to tussle with one of the Miraculouses. Miraculouses? Oh, sends one of them into the ground. It has one remaining missile. Oh god, end of a film cliche. One remaining missile, no remaining anything else. No rudder. Oh, it's not doing well, is it? Why did this kick? Oh, it's just BD Armory doing its thing and pulling out. Okay, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it that isn't kind of quite badly inherent to the design. And maybe a little bit of the tuning. So, what's the RCS on this? It's not a low RCS craft. I might be tempted to do. Oh no, I'll mess up those. Those are puts. They're so beautifully. There did seem to be like this little bit of yaw instability going on. I might be tempted to just notch those up to 10 perhaps. Just so they can get a little, because they're not straight up, just so they can get a little bit more power in the yaw. I'm going to call that, yeah. Let us move on. Let us move on. And let me just go through these. I mean, this stream is supposed to be for craft with sort of more basic issues than this one has. Not made for landing. It's a well-made craft. It is a well-made craft. Vist is on the channel now, isn't he? So the next one in the list that someone is here for is the V21F Martin. There we go, V21F Martin. Load. I'm not sure we might not get to yours this stream. So we had Josh, and then we went up to 3, so back to Yosemite Kerman again. Yeah. Sorry, Blue Flame. It is a pretty heavily oversubscribed thing. The fighter clinic. My apologies. It will be. If you're here next stream, it'll be first on the list. Also, I forgot to do the 8 o'clock one, so I suppose I should do this as soon as possible. Might have gone through a bit of tweak scale therapy. Oh God. Super chat is in there. Would you like to help support the channel that way? Or would you like to help support the channel in any other way? There are links to the PayPal and the Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal like Yosemite Kerman here, as well as your name at the end of videos, access to the Patreon only Discord, access to everything uploaded to Patreon. Those last two shouldn't really be seen as much of a benefit given the state of things as they are, and all of your very, very, very kind contributions help make this channel bigger and better and what have you. At the moment, probably just going towards yeah, some stuff to get the lighting back up to scratch. Okay, single engine craft, massive landing gear in the front, doesn't want to take off, does take off eventually. That needs to calm down. Because we were getting that oscillation where the deflection of the rudder couldn't keep up with where it wanted to be. This thing is not the fastest turner I've ever seen. Weaponry, yeah, that's all good. Right. Didn't help much. GCL therapy didn't work. Okay. Oh God, and I'll need some new magic arm things, won't I? Oh God, those are also, oh, the decent ones of those are also kind of hideously expensive. Oh God. Right, well, there's your problem. We have fuel here and fuel in there, I'm assuming. Quite a lot of fuel in there. So in order to balance the fuel, this is going to look a little bit weird for a second. Let's get you pretty far forward. Let's get you pretty far forward. Why are you on the wonk? What's happened to you? No idea. Is it just... No, it's going to need... okay, that's better. Okay, now the centre of lift is too far forward. So these are, that's roll only, that's pitch only. This huge thing here, 174%, as I said, that I think what may have happened here is you've been trying to get the yaw authority up because it wasn't working. It was kept, I think that was just an oscillation caused by the fact that this thing, we might move that back a bit actually, just to give it a bit more leverage, a bit more yaw authority. It just couldn't respond quickly enough. I'm not sure if you've seen, anybody's seen the video of the that one time the space shuttle was trying to land and it wasn't working very well. Yeah, that was basically because the there was a delay between the control input and the actual control surfaces moving, and when you get that delay it can cause an oscillation because you're trying to correct for the thing that's happening, that's being caused by the control surfaces at the moment, and the control surfaces aren't going to correct for it until later, by which point you're trying to correct for that, and it will, yeah. When the deflection's too much, it means it takes too long to swing back through and can cause a similar thing. What to do here, what to do here, what to do here? Because, I mean, that is the centre of... I'd like to move that away from the centre of mass a bit more, but it's I can see why these things are here. Just a bit of extra wing surface area further forward. Well, let's first of all sort this fuel situation. Actually, there's very little point doing that until we've got everything else sort of where we want it. This is a certified delta wing moment. Either on the tweak scaled 1.87 meter. Oh, these all been tweak scaled. Ah. What I'm going to do is drain all the fuel out. This is the easiest way to do it. Drain all the fuel out and then we muck about with everything. Right. Okay. No, not you. I want to be a bit further forward anyway. Cope canards. Okay, well let's make our adjusted version. Save that. So our centre of lift is much closer to our centre of mass. Let's whack Watermelon Kerman in there and see if we've done anything at all. I forgot to say I'm streaming now in the stream chat, didn't I? Huh. kind of a bit too late now. Never mind. I have a plan for this craft. If we can't get the manoeuvrability up sufficiently by, yeah. That's the other thing I need to do. So centre of mass and centre of lift much closer together. Also, landing gear a bit further forward. So the rear control surfaces can get a bit of leverage around the oh my god. Well, it's certainly more manoeuvrable than it was. Whatever's going on with those wing surfaces, clearly the centre of lift and centre of mass we are seeing is not... Hang on, there's no fuel in that. How's that... Oh, never mind. Is that alarming or reassuring? I'm sure I saw a video about this for a massive ramjet and cockpit bolted onto it. Decided to recreate that. Fair enough. First of all, first thing I'm gonna... Oh, that is already switch mode on that. Yes. Oh yes, that was a different craft I was thinking of. Is there fuel back in here again? Is there a source of fuel I'm not seeing? Oh, there's liquid fuel in these. That'll explain it then. Okay, that's a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is just drag this back a little bit. Centre of lift, centre of mass relationship about there. I need to line this up with something. There's nothing really convenient to line them up with. Maybe the edge of that. Okay. And then we can stick, how much do we need? Single Saturn engine, we'll just go for the usual load of about 200. That's taking it too far, so we got, what have we got, 175 roughly. That's pretty much exactly where it was. And not too far off that mark. Okay. Let's see how this flies. Can't capture the pilot if he's mush splattered across the cockpit. What is that engine? That is a, I think that's a Saturn engine that's been tweak scaled up. Using the tweak scale mod to make it larger than it should be to give it a ridiculous amount of thrust. Pardon me. Can I just turn down? I'm just going to turn the gimbal off of this thing for a second. I just find it difficult to believe that even with gimbal on a second ago, this thing was barely turning, and now look at it. I can't stop that. Can't stop the sod. Pile of jam, tails no tails. Okay. Let's not worry about the exact fuel position at the moment. Let's just... So that is still unstable. There is something going on with this centre of lift indicator is clearly not telling the whole story. Is that pulling it back too much? Let's pull it back about, I reckon about that much. No, maybe a little bit more. What I'm going to do is bring the landing gear a bit further forward. So the Vista Industries magic that made the craft so broken that it's actually incredible. It's very impressive. I mean, not at doing what it's supposed to be doing, but it is very impressive. Should I make a Quaker Defence Force? Feel free. I think we're going to bring down the gimbal limit. I think also we're going to start notching down the authority on these things. I already did that, didn't I? I don't know why it's doing that funny little roll. I think it might be because these things aren't quite on straight. Let's bring you down to 10. This is a stability problem. Nothing can ever be foolproof because fools can be incredibly ingenious. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just for the moment at least, I'm going to put these up. Level. Because something is causing the wonkiness we've seen so far, and these things are going to have to go back even further. I have no idea. In what way does it not work? YouTube isn't my Discord, so I changed it. Yay, Quaker Oats dude. As I said before, you can tell it's the actual Quaker Oats dude because it's the right picture and everything. The coke nonsense with regular coping won't get you far. Oh, this is fun though. This is actually quite fun, this craft. There's no craft file only. Does it show up in the hangar when you try and load it? Oh, it might come up. You might have to see it. You might have to do it in there's a Steam Workshop folder, I think. That's the other thing. Let's get these down a little bit. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know why it does that sudden weird flick. I'm tempted to bring this down to 12. So let's make sure, let's take this off the roll as well. Let's bring this down to like 8. Why are we getting that little bit of instability? Maybe just turn the gimbal off. Let's get this back up to 10, for goodness sake. Pilots are not rally drivers. Yeah. There should be, when you're in the Spaceplane Hangar folder and you click to open, there should be, with the new thing. I've got to look at it. So as you're looking at it, over here there should be a little thing, and it should be a thing that just says Steam. You can click on. What were we doing last time? Let's take the gimbal limit right down to something like 10. I'm going to take this off of roll. We're going to put you down to about 10. You need to be down at about, we'll keep you on about 15 for the moment. Let's keep you at 15. Just about. I'm going to do it a bit of yaw as well. Sorry, not yaw, roll. Put that one back on roll. And the moment we turn that off, the moment that goes, there's very little turning power on this thing. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I can't find it. It won't be in the folder of the install. It won't be in the Spaceplane. Open it. then save it, and you should, and then open your install folder, and you should have your own version saved there. Right. Gimbal limit 0. This thing is ridiculously powerful. So we are just going to turn that off for the moment. Maybe get you up to 15. Right, and I wanted you down. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have you all at 15. I think maybe just where this thing is so powerful, that might be causing the issues. I don't know why it suddenly is so keen on just carrying on with the turn. Because I do that and it sort of wobbles around a bit. That's a bit weird. Maybe I need to maybe I do turn this up a roll and bring it down to 12. Is that going to be... No, that roll still happens. That is a bit weird. No, I think that does need to be roll as well, because I'm kind of worried about how much roll authority this thing has. Why are you no longer turning as much anymore? Can you just really not turn at slower speeds? I've not got stability assist on, have I? That's probably what was causing a lot of those problems. Well done, Smith, you're a genius. Sorbet time, yay! Is it the blackcurrant again? It was blackcurrant, wasn't it? Right. Gimbal limit right down. This down to 12. This down to 12. This maybe also down to 12 actually. There's something else I was going to look at. Weapon manager. How many? 8. 8. I think you might be able to get away with 1 per target. What else is going to... Yes, countermeasure settings. Where are the countermeasures? What do we have here? We've got flares, and 2 chaff. I'd be tempted to do another chaff dispenser. Line it up a bit better though, so it's a bit more. Yeah, countermeasure settings. Yeah, usual thing. down to 3 seconds before impact, saves a plate, sakes, blah blah blah. Means you're not dumping quite as many countermeasures. 1 second between that will do you fine. Shaft dump per sequence 1 and 0.7. That should be okay. There was something else. There was something else I was going to do just before we put this into a test fight. Move thrust vectoring. Yeah, it's kind of a weird roundabout journey we've been going on. Right. Let's make sure we've got stability assist on this time. Yes, that appears to be working quite well. I think the problem is finding a thing with these control surfaces. The problem is with that engine, you're going to be going so fast at some point. That you can't have the pitch authority too high. Okay, we're no longer doing the wobble. It was just stability assist being. And just suddenly you're going fast enough that the other thing that might be affecting it is because with this cockpit section, I think you've got like a centre of mass that's slightly above the line of the centre of thrust. So if I just turn off the thrust and we try and... Oh! You didn't like that. Watch this indicator when I just fire up the engines full whack. We've got that orange arrow is below the centre line, meaning that the craft is having, the AI is trying to push down, is having to push down a little bit. That's kind of settled down now a little bit, but now that the speed had sort of reached an equilibrium point, but as it was accelerating, so that's the thing. Engineering is all about compromise, and this is the thing. To have a craft that will pull around and not just flip out at those ridiculous speeds and at those ridiculous thrusts means you have a craft that isn't that good at manoeuvring without the ridiculous speeds and ridiculous thrust. So I've made what I think is, and it's just in terms of fixing what's wrong with this craft, there's not a lot really wrong with the craft as such. I'm gonna turn, okay. It's just down to where you want to put that compromise, where you want to draw that line. Yeah, Fighter Subscribers Season 5. I'm gonna want to at least get the lights up. Try and get the lights back up. Right. So I think we'll put these up to 15. 15's not terrible. I'll keep that down at 12. Where did we get to with the Kerbal Steak? Yeah. So I think this whole thing, as I said, this whole thing is going to be a compromise of some description just with that engine. Yeah, Fighter Subscribers Season 5. I at least want to get, like, this sorted a little bit more. We'll have to see, because as I said, this room is sort of my project now. So there's lots of things that need doing. Anyway, yes. I kind of do want to get around to it as soon as is practical. Ooh. Do I have any more juice left in this thing? Not a lot. So get the lights going. See what that does to the lighting situation here with just, you know, the halo thing going on, and see what happens there. Right. So V21F Martin A and the V21F Martin with Steak Kerman there. So we're going sort of backwards here. So Leggett Lack, Josh, Ion, GT, Ghosty, Bryce. Spawn only. Slain to Maith. Or have you? Yeah, it is. I've moved. We're in a new house. Hence boxes and all that stuff. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me just check something. Ah, it's the low light compensation that might be doing it. Okay, yes. Oh, there's a zoom control. Can I zoom in? Apparently not. So yeah, I think that is just mainly the extra sheen on the top. Maybe not all of it. Maybe not all of it, but some of it is definitely... Quite a lot of it is definitely the... webcam trying to compensate for the general darkness. Anyway. Let's see what this thing, how this thing does in in battle. I do have a new Patreon, a new patron. Oh, shall I do the thing just once more? Super chat is there. Would you like to help support the channel that way, or if you'd like to help support the channel in any other way, there are links to the PayPal and Patreon in the description. You too can get your own little Patreon Kerbal, like Luck coming in, not Jebediah coming, he comes in the game. As well as a name at the end of the videos, access to the Patreon and Discord, access to everything outright to Patreon. Those last two don't really get you a lot at the moment. And all your kind contributions go towards helping me make this channel bigger and better for you people. What are you doing? Stability issues may not be entirely solved. This guy's off. Come on, there's the prograde vector. There's the prograde vector. There you go. So one of these guys is off. Clean kill with an aim 9. Nice. Another one away. This one still carrying the... Oh my god, look at the sudden high altitude fight. This one's still carrying the AMRAAMs. I'm assuming due to just due to the fact he couldn't line it. Oh, that's a bit of friendly fire. Almost a bit of friendly fire there. Extending? Ah, I didn't turn the extend toggle off. More missiles away. Oh! Has managed to get rid of the. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, come on! Okay, they ran out of fuel. I didn't account for the stupid, ridiculous amounts of fuel they'd use. I didn't account for the amount of fuel they'd use because of the bigger engine. Ah! Extending always sounds suggesting to me. Of course, it's a ruddy great engine, isn't it? It's redonkulous. It is absolutely redonkulous. So we're going to need like twice the fuel. Do I just... So let's try sort of roughly doubling it. Now, where was it originally? Yes, okay. 270. Let's try doubling what we've got in here up to 80. And what we've got back here, 81. That's pretty much spot on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try redoing that. Big engine, big thirst. The Gowate is inside the fuselage. Oh God, yes. Because I switched the wings around, didn't I? And the Gowate was attached to one set of the wings. No, sorry, I switched two fuselage sections, and the Gowate was attached to one of the fuselage bits. Ah. So that's the other thing that went wrong. Where are you? There. Okay. I don't know how far it's supposed to poke out so that it doesn't have any problems firing. Signed up today. I have had one recently. Hang on. Thank you, Ren. Thank you so much. Get your Discord integrated. Get your Discord integrated on that quickly, and we'll see you in the the not very lively patron chat. But thank you. Can you if you're sure you can afford that, that's oh my god, that's amazing. So that's two people I need to sort out with the things and the stuff and the bits. As long as it's visible, it's supposed to be good. Okay, I will consider that done. Our new patron, everybody. I don't know what that reaction to the news was. That was a bit, yeah. Right. Remember my Discord password. Oh god, yeah. What was this? The what's in A versus the V20. I don't think it did badly for a craft that had its basically been crippled with its gun not functioning. And not enough fuel. Thank you very much, Ren. That is what does that make you? Ew. Hang on. My page. You are an iron tier. You are an iron patron. Ah. Lovely. Anyway, yes, let's get this on the road because I suspect I will have to go downstairs shortly to check that everything in the house is shipshape before bedtime. That's some good wordplay. I do like a cunning linguist. Are you going to behave yourself this time? Two more missiles, more and more missiles away. Oh my god, one of them has gone already. Let's go, yeah, with the extra fuel they're not turning as hard as they used to, but still a lot, yeah. Extending. Oh, I forgot to turn the extend toggle off again. Matey boy, pop countermeasures. There we go. Another missile away. Leg of that Kerman helps out his wingman. Oh, that's going very close. Another missile away. We'll be having to pull up in a second because of the terrain. Oh, Galate fire coming in for that one. That's gotta hurt. Oh! Bits coming off of that one. I don't think he's going to pull up in time. No. The last unadjusted V21F Martin trying to line up some shots. Bit of a joust going on. Yeah, I think this. If I had more time, I'd readjust this with the extra fuel load, but sadly I think we've run out of time. I think hopefully I've given this the gist. Given this the gist. Yeah, it's not... Oh! Almost! Takes a smattering down the fuselage. The others can't quite. It's... Oh! Flipping out a bit. Almost getting guns away on the... Are they running out of fuel? I think they've run out of fuel. Huh. Oh! Oh! Beautiful! Doesn't appear to have done any serious damage though. Where's the other one gone? Cheeky little bugger. I suspect, sadly, this will be Josh Kerman's last dance. Unless he can come around and line guns up sort of nowish. No, he doesn't really have the power. And as I said, this craft is kind of set up to set up for the higher speeds and higher upward, higher pitch up default stuff that No, it's victory. It is victory for the adjusted versions. Only just. Only just. But in a bizarre turn of events, the adjusted versions do win, because the non-adjusted versions can't turn that high and they just go straight into the ground. Huh. Who'd have thought it? Right. If anybody who's if I've done your craft, not like that, and you would like the thing with the stuff, the Ujima flip, if you want me to send me the adjusted version, then please keep hassling me on Discord until I actually send it, because this thing is not isn't what it was, and what it was wasn't that great. So yeah, that will be all. Huge thanks to everybody who sent me a craft. My sincere apologies if yours didn't get in today. This is an incredibly oversubscribed stream. Always is. I might have to think of a way around that. Yes, hopefully next time you see me, am I going to get this? Am I going to get those lights sorted before next time? I'll have to see if I can do that. Possibly not. Thank you everybody for coming along, for watching. Thank you everybody for all the likes, for getting involved with the chat. Mailbag on Saturday, and hopefully a video during the daytime. We'll have to see though. Everything is very, very busy at the moment, having just moved into a new house though. Overbooked and understaffed. Yeah. Yeah. But I think, yeah, so what's next Tuesday? Next Tuesday, we're back to Crusader Kings 3. It's a really nice chilled stream actually. It's not getting a lot of love, but I am enjoying doing it, so that will be continuing at least for the foreseeable future. If it really proves not to be that popular, I might have to be really unpopular. I might have to think about ditching it for something else. But yes, as I said, more stuff coming up. Until then though, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.